here at the National Ploughing Championships, and Creative Ireland invited us to come up with an idea for the ploughing, and then we decided that we'd do this drawing, that it would be really nice to continue the spirit of the project, which is an art project, to ask farmers what their ideas are about the future. And we have talked to over 200 farmers, and we're encompassing all their views onto the wall. In the beginning, there was a lot of kind of cynicism, and people were talking about like the amount of paperwork. So if farmers are doing the right thing in terms of, say, protecting bogs or trying to, say, go organic, they felt there was an awful lot of paperwork. So we started with those kind of negative things, and then people were talking about energy and how farmers could maybe generate their own community energy, whether that's wind. Somebody talked about bicycle power, hydrogen power, anaerobic digestion, wind farms, solar. Like, there was just so many different ideas. And then if I look back along the wall, we have that whole issue around food and a real frustration that so much of our food is controlled by a very small number of people and a very small number of factories. And the idea that people need more abattoirs. We used to have 8 abattoirs in Dingle, and now there's none. A lot of the talk about climate change in farming is quite negative, and we wanted to focus on the solutions and some of the ideas. I could hear the farmers from Dingle asking other farmers their ideas and having really good conversations with farmers of all scales, ages. You know, farmers who were involved in big dairy farms, sheep farming, pig farms. There was a lot of talk about consumers supporting farmers, you know, and buying local. Like, that's really, really important, or else nothing's going to change. One of the farmers today was asked on a panel what he sees as the future, and he said there will be no vegetables growing in Ireland. Only 1% of our farms grow vegetables at the minute, and he sees that supermarkets are going to be the only place to buy food, because as a local vegetable grower, there's nowhere else to sell them. And that's a massive issue. The farmers from Dingle left 5:30 this morning and travelled all the way to the ploughing, and you'd expect them to be kind of wrecked, but they arrived here, started drawing on the wall, started sharing their ideas, started interviewing other farmers, and spent the day engaging, and they're just a remarkable group of people. They had partners with them, they had kids with them. The kids drew at the wall, they minded bags, they were really active all day. I suppose it's really interesting. If we had asked any of the farmers that we're working with to go on stage, you know, 9 months into the project, they probably would have all ran. Like, Aidan today said it was his first time ever speaking into a microphone. He couldn't believe he was on stage. Thomas the same. I was just so proud. Actually, I had tears in my eyes listening to the panels. I was just like, wow, they are just incredible ambassadors for farming. They're incredible ambassadors for the project, and it's just amazing to hear them. And they just spoke so articulately and so clearly about a vision for the future, and I think that's what's needed. They're just an incredible group of people. We were wondering how people would engage with this project or engage with the farmers, and literally we've almost had to stop people drawing on the wall, as opposed to, you know, it's just been amazing. We were worried that people wouldn't engage, but the level of engagement has been absolutely massive, and it's an amazing project and a real privilege to be involved in it. We're talking about really difficult, challenging things that people think farmers are in denial about, like climate change and biodiversity loss. But yet every single farmer that we talked to today had ideas about the future. And ultimately, our farmers are the guardians of the land, and they want to see future in the fields, is what we call the project. You know, the future is in the fields. And I think what today has shown is that the future is in good hands with farmers who, you know, will protect these fields.